like a Denzel. I don't believe in snacks, you could get the whole meal, that's real.
Okay. Hey y'all, how you doing tonight? It's Friday. It's Phone in Fridays. It's your girl Latoya Grove. How you doing?
It's your man, Crime Warrior. What's good with you?
Yeah,
It's Friday, Filthy
It's
Friday,
It's
Phone in
call,
Friday.
call us in, yo. We talking about body imaging. That's what we're talking about tonight, y'all. Alright, so if you have something to say, give us a call. You know what I mean?
Body imaging.
Yeah, body imaging.
I guess basically we just piggybacking off last week's mental illness topic. It's somewhat similar. It's a lot of things that detail. Because I like to think that when you have body imaging issues, it's a mental illness. Something that you yourself can't control, but
Right.
you some of it, I think a lot of it is put on by society.
Right.
Whereas
Yeah.
though you have you especially nowadays with social media and all these.
It's a lot of what you're watching because you see all these so-called perfect people, perfect bodies, when that's not necessarily true, and you feel you have to be like that, but you actually don't. You
No,
actually don't.
you don't. And you know what the crazy thing about that is, and we was having this conversation. I think I said this to you yesterday. Like personally, if I meet a person and I like them the way that they are.
Right.
And then when they actually try to change themselves, I don't like them anymore.
Right.
It
Right. Right.
actually
Right.
becomes unattractive to me
Right.
because, and then it's to the point where as though they're not comfortable in their own skin.
Well.
And no matter what type of reinforcement you give the person, it's something that's in their head that they don't like themselves.
Mm. Well, that happens to a lot of people. Um, you wanna, you feel that you don't like that gut, you don't like that muffin top, you want to get rid of that shit. I don't. I just want to get rid of it. Sorry.
I'm talking personally right now, but okay, yeah, it's
We all go through it, child. We all go through it. Oh, wait a minute. First of all, make sure you share this live. Share it. Share it. We want to talk to. We want everybody to come in on this topic. This is a good topic tonight. Talking about body image. I'm sure there's a lot of you out there that goes through these things that we're gonna talk about tonight. All right. You can say hello to us as well. We want to know who's on here with us tonight. All right, y'all. So talk to us. If you don't want to call, just let us say hello. All right. So yeah, back to what you're talking about. Go ahead.
Yeah, but it's something. It's something that's inside them that they actually
Right.
feel as though is wrong with them. And
Yeah.
no matter what type of positive reinforcement that you give from somebody else, they still feel that way. And in some
It's
instances, it starts to have it deals with your how you deal in your relationships. A lot of people
how
have
you deal in your relationships.
yes because they never people you may not think that you are attractive enough to be with somebody.
Right. Don't be always to your mate. Like, do I look fat in this? How do I look in this? Am I too big? Am I too skinny? Like,
What your
is
butt
it?
look like?
Is my butt big? Does it look like Kim K or who's some other big butt girls?
That's not a.
That's not really a big butt though, y'all. But
What
she's
are you
average.
talking?
But that's what people like, and this is what they see.
It's a
And they
stereotype, but
right.
most of those people bought those assets.
Yeah, that's well.
And
It's okay to I feel do what you want to do with your body, but don't make yourself feel down or don't like yourself because of it. Just change it
but it
if you
does.
want to.
But
But it does mess with
it,
people.
it
Yes,
affects
it
it
affects a lot of
affects
people.
your whole life because in some instances people actually have a lot of depression because of it, and it's
That brain, you're just thinking too much about it. Basically, I feel like it's
yeah. Actually, they say basically on a study of 4,500 adults that the Mental Health Foundation polled just a year ago, 1 in 8 people had considered themselves having body image issues, and it actually causes depression. It causes a lot of rifts in a relationship, and even people even try to commit suicide from it. And as we should know already, 91% of the people that suffer from these body image issues are female.
Women.
Female.
Because we're so into how we look. A lot of women. I'm not gonna say it's everyone, but we're just so into how we look, how we go outside, we be around people, especially if you're looking for someone to
Yeah, well,
you know,
a lot
you're
of it, but that's also a lot of times that's put on by society too.
right.
Because some people try to compare themselves to society
To someone
standards.
else. Uh-huh.
When I was growing up, a lot of times women would try to compare themselves to a European standard. You know, being
Yeah.
a size 6 or a 4 or whatever.
Because at one point, that's all they showed on TV was small, slim people. They didn't. I don't know when they started showing, but it hasn't been that long ago.
Plus size people?
Plus size people in a good way. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, because they'll show some plus size people, but then
It's been in the last. It's really been in the last 10 years.
Yeah, it's not
it
great.
really. And that's where as though the cosmetic surgery boom has really busted out with people getting you know, butt lifts and
tummy
and
tucks,
tucks,
mommy makeovers,
fuller lips.
lips.
When they used to make fun of our lip size when I was growing up, now people actually pay to get lips like, you know.
like these.
I wouldn't pay to get lips like those, but
You
okay.
would lie.
I'm
You
good.
wouldn't get paid to have lips like this, but I'm sure she would.
Anyway, but I'm pretty sure it's probably a lot of our viewers that go through this same thing, and to be honest, like, all right, case in point, only about 20% of men go through this, and I was having this conversation the other day.
Men really don't care about that stuff.
Some men
Some
don't.
of them don't.
Some men
But some
don't.
do.
Now, personally, no, I care. I used to care about certain stuff.
Right.
Like when I was younger, I've always been a big guy.
Right.
Okay, so I wasn't comfortable with being heavier because you always
Nobody made you feel like it was okay to be heavier. Was you getting picked on? Did you get picked on? You was probably a funny guy in school, so people really didn't bother you like that. You was the clown.
No, I'm
I feel
talking
like
about
you
when I was.
a smart clown.
Can I tell my story?
Here we go. Please do.
Story time with Uncle Crown? Cool. Now, what I was saying is when I was younger, before I got into high school, as an adolescent, and I was younger, I used to be really self-conscious because I like, even in my family, with my cousins and everything, I was the fat kid. So I was uncomfortable and like I couldn't actually, you know, we would play sports and stuff like that, of course, but I was always the slower one and things like that, so I got picked on. So I
Little light
did.
skin chubby one.
Well, I gotta be the. We gonna do a show on colorism because we don't do that.
Well, you're light skinned and you.
And I was the light skin. I was the
All right,
light skin
so
chubby
I
one.
was
Yeah.
a lion though. Like,
Yeah,
come on now.
but see, I was
Call it chicken
I was subconscious about that
Right.
when I was younger,
Right.
especially with all my cousins and everything were slimmer, and it didn't change for me to where as though I didn't think of it as a negative until I got to high school,
Okay.
because once I got a little
So
bit
what
tall.
happened when you
I got taller.
You
So
slimmed
it-
down a
it
little bit, so it
evened out,
Right.
and
you was feeling yourself. And,
no, and then
Yeah,
you know
was.
you compensate for it. You compensate. I would I started working, so I would buy clothes and sneakers,
Right.
and I started
Looking
feeling
good, right.
and I feel good by
Feeling
myself.
yourself.
And then I started dating, so I realized that if a woman is attracted to me, then my weight didn't really mean much. It wasn't a
Hey
negative.
Ward, how you doing?
So I will see Ward. Hey, what's up, Ward? See, Ward don't even like fake hair though. Ward likes a natural woman. So
like this.
That's how. But yeah, I had issues, and I know it's something that like guys don't really go to and deal with a lot. But it's something like I said, as a youngster, until I actually got to high school and started dressing a certain way, and yeah, I was kind of funny. So, and I had friends, and I started dating and everything. That went away, and I now, even throughout adulthood, sometimes I'd have been heavier and I lose weight and stuff like that. But it's not because of some type of subconscious thing. It's only because of health reasons that I try to lose weight.
Right. I understand that totally. Like, I felt this way before I had body image. That's like after I had my first daughter. I gained so much weight.
Mm-hmm.
And I just was like, I don't know what happened, y'all. I'm telling y'all, I was like, it'd probably be hard to tell. I was like almost 300 damn pounds.
300 pounds?
Almost.
Well, how much did you weigh before you got pregnant?
I probably was like 165.
Okay.
But it was because of medication and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it was a birth control, but it made me gain a lot of weight.
It was the shot, wasn't it?
It was the shot.
We're anti-shot on this show, just so y'all know. We're anti-shot. I have never known anybody on this shot that has not gained weight.
But it just did me dirty.
I hadn't heard this story.
Yeah.
So how did you felt some type of way about this?
Yeah, I just started to do things that would help me lose the weight. You know what I mean? Even though stuff like it be off and on with the trying to get healthier. But lately, it's more health reasons.
As an adult.
Right, as an adult, right.
So you swear as though you feel as though you overcome that thought process of I need to be a certain.
It's not easy
to
make these decisions, but you have to try to work through it. It's hard shit, but yeah, I lost weight in the shot and you don't menstruate, yeah. That's shot talk, y'all.
She lost weight on the shot and didn't. You know
yeah.
what? That just shows your DNA is just
it's different.
And
it's
fucked
different.
Because you the first person I ever heard of that lost weight on the shot.
Okay, yeah, no.
And of course, everybody, that was Peach. She always the opposite. I told you she's a fucking alien. Anyway.
Hey, Steph, how you doing? Well, her body reacted differently to it.
Okay, but that was the first time I've ever heard somebody say they actually lost weight.
From 180 to 150
pounds. Oh, word?
Damn, girl, you had a different shot then.
Hey, Madeline.
Thank you, Madeline. How you doing? Yes, honey. Thank you.
Yeah, she can probably get it right looking like that, right? I see what you're saying. And but usually also a big time when people actually have these imaging problems,
right,
is college age people. They transition in their life, leave home, and now they're out of their comfort zone of their hometown. Because you can imagine, you might be Big Willie and you're a little small pound. And then you go to a university or whatever, and you got all these other different people that may have been, number one in their area, and now you start looking like, I thought I was pretty, but this one's beautiful.
Right.
And you try to compete and keep up, and that causes a lot of
problems. And it's not just about we gave you our big people story, our big person story, but it's not just about plus size people. Small people, petite people, they have issues too. That's why they be purging and what's the other one? I hate it.
Bulimia.
Binging.
Binging.
Yes.
What's the binging?
I think it's when is the binging part when they try to throw up and stuff? Is that that one?
Yeah, like
so.
when they like bulimia,
So,
they eat a lot of stuff, but then
they like to
they throw it up
and stuff like that, and because they have a problem with how they look. Some of them. You know what I mean? Or they're going through something. Nah,
it's a mental
body,
issue.
Yeah.
Because they can never be too skinny, and I mean,
a lot of models was like that.
Like what?
They
Oh,
used to make yourself throw up and stuff like that just to stay a certain weight to be
or just
to stay
eat,
a
or
model.
just eat a grape,
How you do it? Oh,
or they just have the taste of the food, but they don't let it digest. They throw it back up. Yeah,
oh man,
but that
you gotta get some help for that. You have to get help for though.
it's
You
it's
have to
truly
see
a mental
how-
issue.
Yeah, you have to get some help.
And I'm telling you, I've been with women who, no matter
you?
what, they never think their self is
Good enough.
good enough. And
Yeah.
and you can say that you are beautiful. I love you the way that you are. This that, and it doesn't matter. It's a whole person.
It's a mind thing because as a female, I could say from another female's perspective, you can't tell us nothing when we're looking at ourselves, and this is the problem that we see on ourselves. You know what I mean? Suppose you say, "Oh, that little belly fat, sexy girl." But I could look in the mirror like, "Oh, damn, I need to get rid of this damn belly fat." It's like they looking right in my clothes and shit. You know what I mean? So everybody's different.
That's a symptom of actually having body image issues. Is you're constantly looking in the mirror.
Right. It's true.
And
Start looking in the mirror like I am beautiful.
yeah, but a lot of times they don't
See.
they don't
see that. And
they
it's,
see-
it's a mind thing.
It's
definitely.
just like those, you know how you see on television, they have those shows, and the person looks in the mirror and they see something totally different than their reflection because it's right there.
Peach said, I had body image issues. I used to feel like men looked at me like a sex object. I always had a small stomach until I reached my late 30s. Yeah, that could be like, what is about me that men, and you don't like how the men is looking at you or the attention that you're receiving. You know, like, what is it about me that they just keep it up? Okay, waist was small with big breasts.
Yes.
You a breast woman, Okay.
She
I
had
had a
it.
jerk follow me home once. Damn.
It's funny that you say that because I have known two women in my life that had breast reductions just because of that reason. They said they felt it. Of course, they had back issues and things like that, but they actually said they didn't feel as though they were actually being seen by people. They always seen their breasts, and
First,
they
right.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yes.
it blocks a lot of things of a person getting to know you. Well, this is what you feel. So they see his breasts.
But-
I understand, but everybody's not like that. But like you said,
I'm anti that. Because if God gave you big breasts, if it's not just a daggone issue, a back issue, a physical issues, you can roll with it. And because some
Really?
people like some people are like the way that I mean, of course you're gonna be
Ward
all right.
said if you don't.
God, Ward.
Ward said if you don't like your belly fat, stop wearing those tight ass clothes. It's just a hope
You
that
just
one
want
day
to be
it
a
just may look
comedian.
good. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Right?
what they got shapers for.
Yeah, women, y'all gotta start wearing shapers for real.
Hey, look.
If you
let me-
could afford one, you know what I mean? Because it's hard to find a good shaper, ladies. I know. But but some people like their body. That's why they could wear tight clothes. I've seen
Sometimes
some
it's
crazy
cultural,
shit. I'm
though.
like, they're comfortable.
But sometimes it's cultural though too, because and I'm a lot of Spanish, like Hispanic people, Latinas, they wear tight clothes even though no matter what their size are. But I'm saying it's cultural. That's just how they
That's
dress.
how they dress,
That's
right.
how they dress.
What?
Now somebody
Thick
might be
girl.
offended,
Thick mama.
but
Thick mama.
as usual, somebody like it.
Yeah, they
It's
like
something-
them thick girls.
But I'm saying somebody like it.
Right. Yeah.
But to Peach's point,
What you say?
no, when she was talking about having a waist and spot, when I first met her, the first thing I noticed is that she had big breasts. And she's not going to say it, but she played into that because she always wore like
She always got her breasts out.
V-shape or some revealing
Right.
type shirt. So she played into that. But after having a conversation with her, I knew she was more than just two tits.
Right.
So sometimes men and women, you got to
So
actually
P
get to
said that
know.
inspired me to become intelligent.
It's
So,
inspired you to be. She was all well.
So-
I met her later in life after and in her 30s, so she was already intelligent when I met her. So I'm glad that that's probably what it was.
just because you can get in it doesn't mean you can fit it. Or I guess to each his own. You know, I ain't gonna judge you, honey. If you feel comfortable,
It's just
if you got
that's
the
just every
balls, the
sense of humor.
cojones, honey,
And it is true.
do that.
That is true.
Like,
But Ward, somebody
but you're
always
right.
likes it.
But someone always likes
That's why
it.
they keep on doing it.
Right. This I'm getting somebody attention. Somebody and people's watching though. Because if somebody walked past you with something that wasn't looking right, you're gonna notice that. So yes, what Peach is saying.
Don't.
Wait.
Don't. Don't.
Okay.
You can't.
Anyway, Peach said, I'd rather people look at my breast than my ass. Shaking my head. Most people look there. LOL. Okay.
That's because your ass
But
is
when
a
you
tow
come
truck.
into people, they only know, like, if you come into them frontward, like, face to face, they're not going to really see it yet. Unless you was at a party and your ass was in the back, and that's what he noticed. That's what made him want to go tap you on your shoulder. I'm just saying. Okay, what's stuff saying?
She blaming me and War for the societal woes of the world as usual. She said,
Oh, wow. Oh.
prime examples of giving people a body image issues.
I hate being Jamaican. LOL. What?
I do not give any.
love
I
that.
accept people for exactly who they are, and I think I already stated that in the show. I have dated big women. I have dated small women. I like them exactly the way that they were
you met them.
when I met them.
Right.
It's when they try to change
Yeah.
themselves is when I kind of didn't become attracted to them anymore because
That's
I
not what
liked
you...
them. No, I liked them the way that they were.
Right.
And they didn't have to. But
To you?
right. But you
right.
can't. But it's not for me to say because somebody is
'Cause
always
that been in their mind before you came, probably. You know what I
exactly.
mean? So you just didn't know it.
And it's rather hard actually having a relationship with somebody when they constantly are not happy with themselves.
Right.
There's no type of positive reinforcement you can actually give them to make them feel better about themselves
Right.
because they see something totally different. Just like when you saying like, I could like the pooch belly and grab. Don't do that. I can't. I don't like it. It's people that don't like.
That's true.
It's people that don't
That's like a turn off to something.
Right. It's some people that people don't like their forehead or their nose or something to that extent, and it's like.
Oh, that's like when I was younger. When
You
I
were
was
younger?
like, yes, I was. But like middle school, down. What? They
Right,
would
go ahead.
make fun of me because of my nose. So that kind of gave me a little like complex a little bit, I believe.
About
My nose, because they
'cause
said like I got a
it-
pig nose.
Because.
I know you looking. Don't look at me.
Oh, now I'm looking. Because now, like.
I guess my face
I never-
kind of formed more into it, but I kind of understood what they
I
meant,
just noticed
but I
that
don't think it was that
your nose
bad.
is rather small compared to the contours of your face. I never even noticed it.
I don't know.
Now you
too late.
pointed it out, so
But
it
I'm
was
saying that was a body image.
That was something that was-
problem that I had at one point because like, yeah,
Did you have issues when you had the braces?
I loved my braces.
Okay.
Actually, I had issues with the overbite. That's why I got the braces.
Oh no,
So,
no.
Like,
No, I know. I mean, I seen the pictures when you had the braces out,
Right.
and I was like, but a lot of times women don't. People in general would have a problem with.
probably if I was back in the days when I had to wear the whole face thing.
The retain-
I probably
you had the
would've-
whole thing?
No, not me. I said probably if I would have had to do that, I probably would have had an issue with it. But
Ooh.
nah, I was fixing these choppers. What?
It's he says it's hard being with someone with low self-esteem and too high self-esteem. I could agree with that. Well, so you saying that basically you need to be in a medium moderate range. What's the negative to having high self-esteem though?
the negative of having high self-esteem, you just think you're better than someone. You don't think you think you're just better than someone. Nobody can be on your level. Like you just
like conceit.
you the shit.
Not
More than conceited.
saying being narcissist because you think highly
I
of
don't think
yourself.
you a narcissist
I don't
if you think highly of yourself.
Narcissist people esteem is beyond high
Okay.
Well, yeah,
outwardly.
right. I think it's a little slightly different, but I guess you could be. It could be an issue within being a narcissist. Yeah. Yeah. It's a lot of things.
And being picked on for looking foreign.
Wait, what?
Well, no,
Wait,
she's
who
saying
said
she got
something?
picked. She got picked on
he
for looking foreign. But, and I can see that that's basically where you brought up.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that still goes on today, somewhat. But if you in the right neighborhood, shit, everybody look like it's like everybody.
Oh, Madeline, go ahead.
Hey, my I used to have acne. I was very insecure about it, and like the first thing people see and comment on, assume you're not taking care of your skin like it's your fault. See, that's ignorance too. Yep. And she must be talking about when she was like a teenager or
going into puberty. Uh-huh.
Because a lot of people have, what?
That's just being young and dumb. People are stupid.
Yeah, but a lot of
sometimes.
people
Kids,
have,
they just don't know.
changing in your life. But then sometimes acne and
uneducated.
stuff like that, you trying
Can't
to
help that shit.
You trying to figure you might be
Your
allergic to
body,
certain
right.
skin, your body changing. People have eczema and
Right,
different
Oh yeah,
different
different
dry
things.
skin or different
Psoriasis, a lot of
psoriasis
shit.
and stuff. Yeah, I can see how you get. High school is just the teenage years is just fucking horrible. But you trying because you still trying to figure out who you are and trying to get to that whole.
I could see how being a teen really sucks.
I'm just saying.
A lot of people teenage years really sucked. Yeah. Okay. What?
Dealing with Stephanie says dealing with someone with low self-esteem, you feel like you have to reassure them all the time, and that shit is exhausting.
Like trying to
exhausting.
I can understand that. I could definitely understand that.
You keep on going over the same
thing
shit
over and over
again.
Right.
Talking about
it just
I care for you worthy.
You are beautiful.
You smart.
Yes.
You smart.
Right.
I don't think that about you.
I don't think you need to change a thing, boo. Nothing.
I don't say boo for shit, but okay.
You don't gotta say it though, but it's people out there. Yo, boo.
Boo is just. Ugh.
Yo, babe. Yo, hun. You look good, girl.
But see, that's exhausting.
I'm
because
sure it
it's
is.
like it's a whole nother job. And it's like almost to the point where as though you sitting there have to sit and be like, hey, are you good today? Are you okay? And it's because it's all based on how they feel about themselves because they done went through life, or maybe somebody, and this is what I always say too, somebody done downgraded them, done talked to them wrong,
maybe.
and they might have been in a
Possible.
previous relationship, or they picked the wrong female or male, and they've been dogged, and they actually start believing it.
Yeah.
It's like nobody can have
fucked.
nobody can have an opinion of yourself better than you have an opinion of yourself. Even if you fucked up, you still should have a positive, thought process of yourself.
That's like, it kind of reminded me a little bit of me speaking to my little one yesterday on our ride. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I tried to explain to her, so she could get some of these things in her head now because a lot of people weren't taught how to deal with certain situations. I'm like, you are in charge of your body. You cannot let no one make you feel bad about yourself. You know what I mean? Just try to install some of these things in her head now.
Hmm.
But you know, when people go through, it's kind of difficult for them to really pay that stuff attention. You know?
Yeah, I mean, the luckiest thing. Now, I'm speaking on that type of level. The good thing for your daughter is she sees girls on television and on social media that
Right.
look like her.
Yeah.
So
right,
she's
right.
not going to be stuck in this Eurocentric mindset that beauty is not what she
That
looks
is
like.
true.
Coming up in our age group, it wasn't like that.
Right. You
coming
look.
up-
You had a limp. You probably getting teased. I ain't making fun of people with a limp, but it just what happens. Shit.
No, I'm just saying.
Even like, I'm just calling out stuff, y'all. I ain't got nothing against y'all. Midgets.
That's not the
doesn't-
term you use anymore. That's not the right term. It's
Um,
dwarfism.
dwarfism?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just.
I'm taking it back. I'm talking about back in the day, so that's what
I'm
it was
just
called,
using the proper
So,
term so we don't
alright,
get
so
sued.
that's why we got you. I ain't saying nothing bad. Shit.
Yes, Selena, you're absolutely right. I'm taking it that you've been in that situation where as though you dealt with somebody that has low self-esteem. Now,
You gotta constantly make them feel like that.
Yeah.
Right? Oh,
and yes, War, a lot of these body imaging things causes
Suicide
people to
watch,
go
yes,
to
they do.
suicide. And
suicide. Yep.
and people really need they need
The
therapy.
mind is a hell of a
They
thing.
need to see somebody, and these are true issues. And sometimes it's exhausting actually being a relative, a loved one, or a friend to these people because you just like, damn, I'm tired of you. Like you don't say it to them because sometimes you the only person they feel comfortable talking to about, or they just complain to this shit about, and you try to dig them out, but. You'd be surprised how
then
people
if
get
somebody
offended. They get offended when you say you need to
you
go
break
talk.
up.
No, you need to go
I'm
talk to
saying,
somebody.
If y'all break up, now you feeling like, oh, why? Is it because I look like this, or is it this, that, and third? When you've been constantly being told that wasn't that, but you just feel like that. I guess okay.
I
The
don't
brain
know.
The mind is crazy. The mind will have you thinking some crazy stuff.
Right, and that's the whole thing when you say you looking in the mirror and you see something totally different than what the rest of the world sees.
It controls you so right.
I don't know how to handle this one.
Wait, where we at? It was
Somebody
really hard to
having the same
embrace
hairdo.
Black kinky
They
hair.
no,
Which
that's
one
we
are
gonna
you
get.
looking at?
Let's go
ahead.
up here. The same hairdo they've been wearing for 50 years, but still need a compliment every time it's redone. Ugh. Wow. Wait a minute. The same. If you get they get the same hairdo and they want you to compliment. I'm not even
I don't
going.
know if that's I don't.
That's a
Are you
self-esteem
still-
thing.
Like,
I ain't trying to out people, so that's why I
so
ain't
you
say what it was.
Body imaging them basically.
No,
maybe that's how they like it.
No, but
But the fact that
we
you
were
gotta
talking about
say,
we talking about
it
self.
looks
We was
good,
talking about
it's good,
self-esteem.
It looks good, right?
If you get the same haircut, there's nothing new.
Right, you gotta change it up a little bit. You can't have something the same and then expect people to keep saying it looks good. It looks. That's like somebody said. I seen something whatever. She was like, "Why you wear the outfit once? You gotta get the compliment like, yeah, you look good, but you can't keep wearing the damn outfit and expect the same compliment. It just don't.
Oh,
It's just not gonna
yeah.
work. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
I got you.
Like,
that was a
yeah.
good comparison. It was really hard to embrace black kinky hair in the 90s when most people were wearing straight hair.
In
then.
the 90s?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. But the 80s,
Yes.
that's when it was the frozen stuff, right?
70s,
so they,
80s. No, but
70s, 80s, they,
it was more Eurocentric then. And,
Right.
and yes.
times change.
And when I did the
It's
big
hard to
chop,
keep
my
up
ex told
sometimes.
me I look like a man. First of all,
Wait, who said that? I missed that one.
that was my Madeline. First of all,
It was
I'm
really
glad
good.
he's your ex. Fuck him. And second of all, I love the short hair. Okay, short hair or long hair, you're beautiful no matter what. You already know that, but I needed to throw that in there. But she's saying
Right,
but
I just
some
see what
men
you're saying.
are
Her
so
ex, so she's like, "The hell
some
with
men are so
him."
stuck on women with long hair.
I don't know what, because that's what they're seeing. That's what is portrayed, and they feel like having nice, straight, long hair. That's the only way a female's supposed to be.
Evolve.
However, but no, times change.
Evolve.
And women like different shit.
But they
Like-
always used to say women used to just chop their hair off when
No.
they was going through something.
No, and that's not
That's
true.
a stereotype.
Like, I'm just saying. You see me all the time. I'm looking different all the time.
You wore a fro in the 90s. You wear a fro now. So what the fuck are you talking about?
fro.
Yes.
You do wear a fro now.
Yeah, so
E?
don't even be roll front. We just retro and shit. Yeah, and Ward, you always been different. I see.
Always loved the natural, right?
I remember I told you. I said
Uh-huh.
Ward loves
Right.
natural. The way God sent you,
Right.
that's the way He wants you.
And that even goes for people that, or whoever wears a lot of makeup. You know what I mean? Like, you wear a lot of makeup. Ain't got nothing wrong with it, because I like makeup too, but when you gotta just wear it all the time and you don't want nobody to see your face, that's a problem. Unless you got some issues under there, then maybe, but not to just. I'm just saying.
That's your personal issue. With some people,
I'm just saying. Some people, and some people do that because they don't like how their regular face looks. You know what I mean? So they just gotta patty cake it. I'm just saying.
Okay, thanks for that. Karen is thinking about cutting her hair.
To a light.
Do that. I'm do that.
I'm thinking about.
I'm serious. Like
Do that.
Do
Yes,
that.
yes.
Like,
And send us a picture. We want to see.
you know, and no matter what, it's going to probably be blue anyway. So she's a blue hair girl.
Oh yeah, I like blue. Yes.
They don't want Kute Kinte chicks. You had to look like a black white looking woman. You get back in the
You
90s.
had to look like a black, white looking woman, because
back
that's
in
what
the
they
90s.
portrayed.
That
The
was
straight
the,
hair. This is the only way you're supposed to look.
well,
like
sometimes
a
that was.
Caucasian.
But guess what? A lot of times that was put on by their mother or their grandmother
right,
too.
and because they used
They
to
would
perm
perm
their
and straight
hair.
their hair.
They would. That's like a lot of stuff. We wouldn't do stuff unless our parents did it to us and made us feel like that's how we were supposed to be. Oh, I seen it. It was a movie like that. I forgot who was playing it. But since it showed her as she got older, her mother would just hot comb her hair up until she was like about to get married.
Nappily ever after.
Yeah, that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's just like.
Can you
was
tell
tired
she
of
just
that
sits
shit.
around and watch Netflix all day?
When I can, yes, I would. That was a long
It was
time ago.
it was a good movie. I watched it a couple weeks ago.
You know what?
What?
I'm gonna just leave it alone right now.
What? It was said it was a good movie, and you
I'm not
proved the
talking about
point.
It was a good movie, but
And it showed how some women drove strength from their hair.
right.
And when she chopped it off, she realized that the strength was in her. It wasn't just in
Strength
her
is in
hair.
you.
Her hair appearance.
I don't make my hair. Okay. Yeah.
It's very crazy.
Let me see what else, cause I have it. We have 11 facts about body imaging, so we definitely went through a lot of
them.
things. And DoSomething.org you can find. You can look it back up, y'all.
Yeah,
Right,
but I
this is
think
definitely-
I think a lot of people's have lost probably some good relationships because when it comes to body imaging or these issues with people not having self
High self-esteem.
high stuff and not having it's a problem when you have low self-esteem
Yeah.
because it controls everything in your life.
The thing about life is you can't control every damn thing, even
No,
though
but
you really want to.
Mm-hmm.
You can't help a lot of stuff. We just gotta learn to live with. And if you don't like it, try to fix it. It's okay to fix stuff. I'm fine with that.
You okay
But
with
you have to learn to work on you and be happy with yourself, basically.
You go,
That's what I'm trying to
You
say.
go with cosmetic surgery?
Yeah, I need to get some.
What
My
you
Cash App is no.
now? What would you get done?
This little pouch that I have after having my kid. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like muffin top. I just want to get that off.
Your kid like 20. You can't keep blaming it on that.
No, that's just something that it's something that all my sisters had after having kids, like that little pouch. It just don't go nowhere. Like it's just happened.
I'm
You know what I'm saying?
just fucking with you.
All the sit-ups in the world ain't. I'm just saying.
So you saying some liposuction, some quick
Yeah, just like cut it off.
just cut it off.
Just cut it off.
I don't think that's how it works.
Yeah, it does.
They just cut the.
The whole
I thought
fat
they.
engine.
I thought they just
pull it
got
down.
a tube and just suck. What they
Well,
do?
that's liposuction.
Uh-huh.
If you get like
A body lift or something?
yeah, you can get
Okay.
hmm
And they gonna
cut
suck it
and
out your
then
neck
they,
too?
they pull it down, the skin, and
And
sew it back up, like fix it back up. Yeah, yeah.
so just can't do sit ups is what you're saying.
I'm doing those, but if it don't work out,
All right.
that's gonna be my next result.
Okay, I got you. So then you gonna definitely be on here telling people cash app you. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Cash
not,
app.
I'm not my hair. I am not my hair or my body. Women need knowledge more than image enhancers. That's true.
People just like to feel
That's
good.
that
And
was
then
my
there's
India
sometimes-
Ari song. I
Sometimes
am not my
I
hair.
am not my hair.
And I
Yes,
love
that's
that.
a good one.
I love that. I loved India.
Even sometimes people will fix the problem and still don't feel good about themselves.
You be surprised. People that had surgery and they still are not happy with who they have
Who
become.
they are. It's you gotta fix that in your
And
mind.
that's
first.
where as though
For real.
it is a total mind fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's true.
I, it's devastating. But I mean, everybody always what's Karen talking about? Most ladies try to look like others, thinking they could get a good relationship because of the way they look. You can attract somebody
I'm about to
if
say
you
it kind of
look
plays
good.
a role
No, you can
to
attract.
attract, right?
You can attract somebody. I'm gonna
Right.
tell you like this: if you got a fucked up personality, you're ugly to me. Because if you have a bad person,
Yeah.
people can be beautiful, but that's only skin deep. If you have a bad attitude or nasty, just
How's my personality?
what?
How's mine? I caught you off guard that one. I'm just saying, like, it's a good one, y'all.
You caught me
It's a
off
good
guard.
one. You know what I'm saying? It's right. I've been living my best life fat. Yeah. You know,
Some
sometimes
people,
it's
but
good.
some people is
Like,
happy fat.
Right.
The craziest thing is a lot of times
You
when
can still
people are
be-
in good relationships, they get married or they in a good relationship,
They, get
they gain weight
comfortable.
because they
feel
happy.
Because they happy and they
And-
just sitting around
and they
Netflix
ain't
and
playing.
chilling.
They ain't playing the game
eating.
no more.
It feels good, don't it? It really does.
I don't know. Does it?
Yeah, when you just happy, you just enjoying yourself and
Sitting
if you
around
with
eating almond
someone-
joys together and shit in the
I
bed,
like almond
and potato
joys.
chips.
not just chilling. Y'all, and a lot of couples when they first and they haven't living a good life and stuff, they go out a lot, eat out a lot of shit. So just enjoying each other's company. But Karen
Well,
said so true. Mm-hmm.
Right. It's so true because she probably knows, like, you probably met some guys that were attracted to you, and once you got to know their personality and actually sit down with them, you like,
Yeah, that happens. That has happened to me. Like, I'm big on personality, and if you don't have a right personality, like, I can't deal with obnoxious people. Like, I don't know. I could deal with you, but I'm talking about like if you're when you first meet somebody and they just maybe they're just trying to get you to like them. Maybe that's what it is, all right? But I don't like people just trying to be up on you all the time.
What do you mean up on you? What?
Just saying. I'm sorry.
That
y'all.
was that's something totally different.
I'm just saying. I said obnoxious, so.
Right, obnoxious. And
But anyway.
But you like somebody that's confident and has some
Yeah,
self-esteem.
you have to be confident, and
Uh-huh.
yeah, you have to have. Yeah, you gotta be funny, you know,
And you don't want to be talking.
intelligent. I like intelligent people.
And you don't want to be talking about your muffin top.
Yeah, I really don't care about it right now. Like, I look good, so yeah, people tend to like that, and it's okay.
That's good to have that self-esteem, you know. Looking yourself in the mirror, looking past that daggone forehead. That's what you need to do sometimes.
Yep.
I don't like controlling
men.
men. That is a whole nother show,
We'll talk
Karen.
about
But
that.
I
We can
could.
talk about
But
Right.
you probably talking about. I'm assuming you talking about somebody that actually is trying to control what your body looks like and how you do your hair and what you dress, how you dress, and all that good shit.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that runs into both situations because women try to tell their man exactly how to dress and what to eat and
Nah,
how
as long as he ain't looking crazy and he looking good, like he clean, you know
they
what I'm
make
saying? Like,
people like to
have their input in
the
something.
people like to have their input. And I don't think anything is wrong
It's a
with that.
controlling thing as well, because maybe they were controlled, so they just show that in their relationships. That's a whole nother story.
Well, when you actually, it's controlling when Eddie Murphy has it in his marriage prenuptial that she's not allowed to gain more than 7 pounds from the time that they were married, and she had X amount of time to get back to that weight after she had a kid. That's very controlling.
I hope that's out the contract by now.
No, they've been divorced. I mean, when he was
okay.
married to Nicole Murphy.
Oh, Nicole Murphy.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
she got plump. She ain't as skinny, plump. Like she look good right now. She looked
always-
good before, but I'm
okay.
saying she looks really good for
She got some ass in her jeans
for her
now.
age. Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah,
That's
there
it.
you go.
Anywho,
I like a person who like me more than I like them. That grandma nonsense. Like a person who like me more than I like them. That is a problem.
Like a person who like me. Why would you want to like a person like
No,
you more
she's
than
saying
you like
that was the
them?
grandma nonsense. You should always want somebody that loves you more. Than you love them. Well,
Okay.
the problem with that is, it's not actually. I don't think love or whatever in a relationship is ever equal. It's always somebody that loves
Right.
one more than the other.
Yeah.
It's just horrible being the one that loves the
More.
hardest.
Oh,
yeah.
right. More. Yeah.
Because
Get your feelings hurt.
when and if it comes to an end,
Yeah. You're gonna be hurt.
devastated,
Hurt.
and sometimes the person on the other end could really give less. And
It been some crazy people out there after
That
breakups.
is
They
not-
doing some
that's not the
crazy
show,
shit.
though.
I'm just saying.
Y'all just
now
trying
we
to get
just
me off
talking
a
now.
damn
Fuck, I'm
tangent.
just like, damn.
what that got to do with you having a big, oversized, fat ass that you just can't get away from?
I don't know. People are just crazy. Just crazy. I'm saying. We'll talk about that.
I wouldn't actually say that directly to a person that I was involved in, but it was funny to say that. But
That-
Nick, yeah, I would probably as a joke.
Yeah, I guess.
But
But
we allow it. People allow it.
yeah, that's the problem. Anyway, we be back next Thursday too, y'all. Every Thursday and Friday.
According
We
to
try.
her,
We try.
she
You know,
tried,
shit
yeah.
happens.
Yeah.
But next Thursday show is roller coaster relationships. Like,
Whoa.
are you in a relationship roller coaster? Are you on an emotional roller coaster?
Are you going to sing this song?
I'm not gonna do it.
You not?
Maybe then, but because you was waiting for me,
I was waiting
you was
for
ready to
it.
shut me down.
I wasn't going
happening.
to shut you down. I was going to let you know just so I could have another hilarious laugh about you.
And on Friday is empty nesting, I believe.
Empty nest
Empty nest syndrome. Is that you?
Who?
You know, not you. Them. Anybody. I'm talking about. Do you have these issues? You know what I mean?
I think that roller coaster one is going to be interesting because
Ooh.
that's going to be where as though y'all in, y'all out.
It's tiring.
Over and over, back and forth.
Right. Are you done yet?
Are you-
Type shit. Like,
but-
are you done yet? Some
That's
people
some-
is you just never know.
Sometimes you never done. Sometimes
They just feel like, oh, this is gonna be the time. This is gonna be better.
and sometimes when
And then it
you
might
when you apart, you realize that you need to be together. So it's a good thing.
Sometimes when you're apart, you realize you need to be apart.
Touche,
I'm just saying.
bitch. Touche.
y'all.
I don't know that we don't know about that empty nest thing because that I don't.
Okay.
We'll
We'll
play.
talk
We'll
about it.
play.
We'll
Like,
talk about it.
we'll play along with it because that's a Friday one and we
Yeah,
we
y'all
we
don't call
been
us any goddamn way, so it's just
Nah,
gonna be
but
like
you
a
know
regular
what,
damn
we-
show.
but we've been kind of like deep
Yeah,
with mental
all right.
illness
We
and
have-
body issues
So
and
we'll get back to a Friday
Yeah,
show.
Friday,
But yes,
but
Thursday
yeah.
show is definitely
roller
roller
coaster.
coaster relationships.
Come with your
All right,
stories.
y'all. What you got to say, y'all?
Come with your stories
Yes.
when you, that you was in and out that same that
So
same
this is what you
person.
guys do, all right? You go to your notes and because I'm sure you have a story, just write your story, and when we come back, just copy paste.
I don't want
you. Know what I mean?
Yeah, give us our
Give us your
testimony
story because you gotta write that down. You gotta, you know what I'm saying?
for
Say
my
that.
for
You
my
gotta
religious
see.
people out here. We want your testimony, or the Catholics. We want your confession. We won't. If it's a confession, we won't use your name.
Yeah, just say anonymous. All right. Sometimes you're apart and realize you're gay. Maybe.
Ooh, interesting.
Interesting.
Maybe that's the reason why the relationship wasn't it. That's an image
That's
in
why
his
it
also.
probably wasn't working out with you and that person because that person really wasn't feeling you as a person you were. They was feeling the other person.
On that note,
what else can you say? Like
on that note,
from the beginning.
walk away.
Walk on by. Dun, 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 dun.
Okay,
Walk on by.
so that's where we at. We going to end it now.
Pass me by.
We,
I
she's
guess
singing.
so,
We definitely
because-
going to end it now.
Crown's ready to go, y'all. All right, y'all.
I'm
so,
ready to go get a drink and I'm hungry.
all right.
You take
tune
me
in
out for
with-
my birthday finally?
Take you out for your birthday. I bought you a gift. I'm just joking. All right, we about to go chill out, y'all. So, all right, be back next Thursday. Make sure you share the live, y'all, and
Thank you for watching.
Come in next Thursday. Come on in my house. Come on, ven acá, bang, bang. Come with me.
All right, call you.
Come with me. Come with me.
Stop it. Go home.
All right, y'all. Have a
say
great
good.
night. All right. Good night. Bye. All right. Get us off here.
Watching the silhouette from the candlelight, slipping and sliding a little more to the right. They say all the freaky bitches come out at night. Yeah, I'm the one that's full of fun, guaranteed to make you come. I'ma put it down for sure. Once you enter through the door, drop them drawers like you Denzel. I don't believe in snacks, you could get the whole meal. That's real.